Hello Aquarius, this is your reading for March. I'm using my own tarot cards, my black and white duality tarot deck, and we are starting with the Infinity card, and next to it we have Destiny and Sustainability. And it gives me a very spiritual vibe. Like during March you might feel like you're coming onto the right path that is right for you. You probably are already on your right path, but sometimes it just shifts into a better direction, especially after we learned some life lessons. There is something about your destiny. This card looks and feels very joyful to me, like the beginning of March could start with a lot of fun and being very happy, feeling very safe as well. Like, if you have that strong sense that this is the right thing for you, then you feel safe and protected spiritually. And with the Infinity card, it just gives me this feeling of something is flowing, something is never ending, never dying, which also confirms what I just said about feeling safe. Like something within you is undying. You might even feel like you are never dying. Like have this profound, deep trust into life and your own path. Sustainability and infinity go together quite well, I think. Of course, destiny is also something sustainable because, it's ready-made for us. So how can it not be sustainable? There could also be something during March, during March coming up. Some kind of idea how you could make something more sustainable. It could be a small thing in your life, like here on the image that I drew, it's something about gardening. You can capture all the rainwater. What is the English word for this? In German, it's Regentonne. This huge bucket for those buckets that are made specifically to, store the raindrops, and then you can water plants when there are some dry days where no rain is coming. You need to water your plants. So this is a sustainable way of thinking, and maybe you want to integrate some kind of sustainable systems somewhere in your household. Maybe you want to get solar panels. Maybe this is something financially sustainable. Maybe you want to save some money, you have some saving plans, or I don't know what it is for you, some kind of insurance. It could be something about a relationship as well. I don't feel that here very strongly, but I don't want to exclude it from this reading that this is a possibility for some people, that you might think about how to either find a sustainable relationship or make your current relationship more sustainable. We have morality here, and I feel like this is something that only comes up during March mentally. You might realize how some moral settings, moral standards have blocked you in something, creating your own life path, feeling joy. Because, maybe someone taught something to you when you were a child, or maybe you grew up in a certain religious environment or social setting that made you feel guilty about a specific thing that you wanted. This looks like a realization to me. For some of you who have their own children or grandchildren, I'm also getting that this guy here in the picture, he represents someone who could have, like a teacher, who could have said something weird to your child or grandchild, and you will find out about it, like someone was scolding your child unnecessarily, even though they didn't do anything. That's something that never ever came up before in one of my readings, but it's coming up now. That's what I'm getting here. There is reality next to ignorance. So this could be some kind of reality check for you, that you will be forced to, maybe there was something that you didn't see, probably even about this person. Possibly some kind of teacher or someone authoritative around your child or grandchild. Could even be that this person is a bit verbally abusive and just really scared someone here. And I feel you will act quickly when you learn about that. Like you will quickly see this reality. I don't feel like there's any blame on you. You couldn't have known that this person did this. It's just a very quick reality check, and then you might act immediately and maybe even do something against this person. Make sure that doesn't happen again. With reality and ignorance, there's also something, not only regarding this situation, just in general, that you might have a realization during March. I always want to say month instead of March, sorry. That, you might have a realization about someone who is very ignorant, someone who might be younger than you, a younger colleague, friend, someone who always got through life very easily because they, I don't know, had some toxic positivity and just closed their eyes and didn't want to see the reality. I mean, the negative reality that also lives in our world, and then some people have to go through. There are some really terrible things, and maybe this person always, close their eyes, and you might learn something about this person, find out something about this person, that because we have the Justice card next to it, that maybe something happened to this person that forces them to open their eyes and to get a reality check on themselves or for themselves. That life will force them to see the things they try to ignore for so long because they just felt, sometimes positivity is just some kind of avoidance technique to not feel pain. And it's a very mental process. But many of these people come crashing down at one point because the world can be a harsh place sometimes, and there is something that is being balanced out about this situation. We also have this pretense card here, which could just speak of the same person. Someone pretending to be very strong, very positive, very motivated, but actually it was just a coping mechanism to avoid tapping into their hurt inner child. I don't know who that is for you. It could be anyone. A relative, friend, colleague, neighbor. It could be a very close, a very distant relationship. At the bottom of the deck we have joy and childhood and relief. I think a lot of signs had this childhood card. It just tells me that for you, it could be a quite carefree month. As I was pointing out earlier, whatever this situation with this maybe teacher of your child or grandchild is, it will not pull you down or, drastically shock and hurt you. You will just notice it and make sure that this person doesn't attack this innocent child or younger person again. But you feel quite carefree. There is just, with this childhood energy, it doesn't have to mean that you are being childish. It can just mean that you have integrated that inner child. You let it be alive in a mature way, not in an irresponsible way and not in a repressed way, like this person is repressing their hurt inner child. Well, you have healed yours and now it can live freely. And you might, because I don't see any irresponsibility, the opposite is the case. You have the sustainability card here. You are thinking in sustainable ways. You are being responsible. Yet you can, plan activities that make you feel like a child again. And this relief, so there might have been something, especially during February, that could have been some kind of burden, otherwise we wouldn't have the relief card here. So something that has burdened you for a few months might be soothed or even taken away from you entirely. Okay. So that's it so far. Now I am going to pull some of my lifestyle tarot cards. If there is something health related up, of course, I'm not your doctor. Do not rely utterly on this tarot reading. We have heart health. Do we have another heart in here? No heart also. So maybe this is a very physical card. Maybe some of you want to invest into your heart health. You check with your doctor, whatever that means for you. For some people it means cardio, but always in a moderate way. For others, it's changing your diet, stop smoking, change your job, whatever it means for you to protect your heart. It could be a metaphoric card as well. You have to protect your emotional heart, but I don't feel that so strongly, especially with the rest of the reading. It could be a physical thing for some of you that you will try to improve during March. Then we have discipline. Okay, this is getting much clearer, especially next to the heart health. So maybe for a few of you during March, this is something you will seriously think about how you can improve your health. Maybe in February or January you have already received some results from the doctor, and now during March you really have to reflect on some more sustainable ways to keep your health balanced. Then we have teeth. Oh my God, so many things coming up here. Maybe that's a topic for some of you during March. They could also be a metaphor to have a good, what is the English expression for being able to bite hard? There's a metaphoric thing that I'm aiming at for people who can bite themselves through life very well protect themselves, defend themselves. To be honest, at the moment, I even forgot the German word. That's so weird, because when I'm channeling or doing tarot readings, or, you know, when I'm doing tarot readings, I'm also channeling stuff. There's something weird happening to my language center. Very unpractical. Doctor, what kind of a reading is that? I think most of it here in your case, this is the first reading where so much health stuff is coming up. So maybe March could be a good month for you to get yourself checked out by a doctor, not by a tarot reader. Especially your teeth and heart health. Maybe your doctor can give you some proper tips on how to improve these health situations. Yes. It feels very physical. You know, sometimes, or in most cases, I don't pull that many medical cards in one reading. So maybe it has to come out now. I'm gonna pull some sarcastic animal messages. The dog, I obey you. I think this is your energy, even though logically it doesn't make sense. I first thought maybe it was regarding this child obeying this authoritative person's words. And in the first part of the reading, I didn't have the feeling that you are obeying anyone, but this could be an entirely new topic coming into your reading. For some of you, it could just be literally about a dog. Maybe your dog having teeth issues or heart issues, if it's an old dog. For others, this could be you feeling that towards another person, maybe towards your partner, or maybe you have a crush on someone. I mean, it's almost springtime. This card really feels like off the topic from, you know, the previous content. Another one. Cockatiel, I scream and shout, I am so loud, the birds are coming back. Here in Germany, when it gets cold, many birds, not all races, but yeah, most birds, they fly to warmer countries, but during March they start to come back. Maybe it's something about that. Maybe it's just literally about a cockatiel. Maybe you have a bird. It could also just be a metaphor for this person, this ignorant person, being woken up by what they try to ignore, that the situation is getting so obvious and loud that they have to open their eyes. It could also, you know, with the same situation here with this guy in the picture, like someone who's very loud, has a very big mouth, but on the inside they are actually not that strong. Then we have the oh, this is the first time I pulled ever this card. I always was like, why am I never pulling the croc? And just when I was talking about this guy, I was hoping I would pull the croc card, and now they are just coming out together. Oh, it's so perfect because it's super suitable. My brain is small, my mouth is big, and I was just talking about it. Like, this could be someone who has a very big mouth, but there's not a lot behind their words or the volume that comes out of their mouth. So this could be a person you're dealing with during March, but don't worry, I'm not getting like super drama, stressful stuff ahead. The opposite is true. You might have a actually very joyful month. So I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching.